Amid rising India-Pakistan's tensions, Ministry of Home Affairs directs all states and union territories to empower local authorities under Section 11 of Civil Defence Rule 1968 for emergency preparedness. Central government empowers Chief of Army Staff to call out every officers and personnel of Territorial Army to provide for essential guard or for supporting and supplementing the regular army. Indian Army intercepts most of Pakistan's incoming missiles targeting the northern and western India sector with drones and missiles last evening, with air defense systems preventing major damage. The Congress Party holds Tiranga Yatra in Manipur to extend solidarity with India's armed forces amid Operation Sindoor following the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack. Professor Dr. Ahantim Shanta became first from Northeast to hold dual leadership as Executive Director AIMS BB Nagar, Telangana, while continuing as Executive Director AIMS Mangalagiri, Andhra Pradesh. And Cardinal Robert Prevost became first American pontiff in the 2,000-year history of Catholic Church, taking the name Pope Leo XIV. New Pope calls for peace, disarmament and unity. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Amid rising India-Pakistan tension, the Ministry of Home Affairs MHA has directed all states and union territories to empower local authorities under Section 11 of the Civil Defence Rules 1968 for emergency preparedness. In a letter to State Chief Secretaries, Vivek Srivastava, Director General of Fire Services, Civil Defence and Home Guard, urged that directors of civil defence be guarded emergency procurement powers to protect people, property and vital services in case of a hostile attack. Funds from local authorities can be used for these urgent measures with priorities over other obligations. Today, Union Home Minister Amit Shah reviewed the situation along the India-Pakistan border and airports, meeting with senior officials including the Union Home Secretary, Intelligence Bureau Director and Head of BSF, CISF and the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. Amit Shah also spoke with Chief of the country's border guarding forces including BSF, ITBP and SSB to assess readiness amid the rising tension. While the MHA advisory does not mention a specific crisis, it calls for proactive steps to strengthen civil defense and ensure swift, coordinated action across departments. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also chaired a high-level meeting in New Delhi today to review the security situation along the western border and operational preparedness for the Indian Armed Forces. The meeting was attended by Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, the Army Chief Guard Upendra Dwivedi, Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh and Navy Chief Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi. Defence Secretary R.K. Singh was also present in the meeting. Central government empowered Chief of Army Staff to call out every officer and the personnel of the Territorial Army to provide for essential guard or for supporting and supplementing the regular army. The power were given to Army Chiefs under Territorial Army Rule 1948. In a gazetted notification, the Ministry of Defence embodied 14 infantry battalions out of the existing 32 infantry battalions of Territorial Army in areas of Southern Command, Eastern Command, Western Command, Central Command, Northern Command, Southwest Command, Andaman and Nicobar Command and Army Training Command ARTRC. This order will remain in force for 3 years till 9th of February 2028. Indian armed forces thwarted all attempts by Pakistan to target northern and western cities using drone and missiles last night. According to the headquarters Integrated Defence Staff, Pakistan also attempted to target military stations in Jammu, Pathankot and Udhampur and locations near the international border. However, the Indian armed forces successfully neutralized the attack and no loss of life has been reported. 8 missiles from Pakistan were directed at Sadwari, Samba, RS Pura and Arnia of Jammu and Kashmir. Or missiles were intercepted and blocked by air defense unit. The visuals of Jammu reminds of exactly Hamas-styled attack on Israel. Pakistan army is operating and behaving like the terror organization Hamas. Border security forces also foiled a major infiltration attempt at the international boundary in Jammu and Kashmir's Samba district last night, killing at least 7 terrorists. Sources in BSF said that an infiltration attempt by a big group of terrorists was detected by the surveillance grid. This infiltration bit was supported by fire from the Park Rangers post Dhangdar. Alert troops of the BSF caused extensive damage to the park post Dhangdar. India has reiterated that its intention has not been to escalate matters and only terrorist infiltration in Pakistan has been hit. New Delhi also stressed that the Pahalgam terror attack is the original escalation and India is only responding to it. Indian Navy reportedly launched a significant military operation targeting Pakistan Karachi port, marking the first such naval engagement since the 1971 war. According to various media reports, multiple explosions were heard near Karachi port last evening. Unconfirmed sources suggest that the Indian Navy's aircraft carried INS Vikrant played a role in the operation, launching missile strikes on the key Pakistani naval bases. The Karachi Port Trust acknowledged significant damage from this strike, stating that emergency response efforts are underway. Indian Navy has also reportedly targeted Pakistan's Ormara port, while the Indian defense authorities have not officially confirmed the operation. The reported naval strike is seen as a response to Pakistan's alleged drone and missile attacks on the Indian territories, including Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab and Rajasthan. India's air defense systems reportedly intercepted several of these threats. In view of recent aggressions from the Pakistan side, the Indian government has temporarily closed Kishangarh, Bhuntar and Ludhiana airport. Earlier, operations at several airports in Rajasthan, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, Chandigarh and Himachal Pradesh were also suspended as a precaution. However, the Chief Aviation Ministry has dismissed media reports claiming a nationwide airport shutdown, calling them incorrect, and clarifies that only selected airports are impacted. Meanwhile, Delhi Airport has issued a travel advisory confirming that its operation remained normal. Some flights are experiencing delay or adjustment due to changing airspace conditions and heightened security measures. Passengers are advised to check with their airlines for updates. The Government of India has directed OTT and media streaming platforms as well as intermediaries operating in the country to immediately discontinue all web series, films, songs, podcasts and other media content originating from Pakistan. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting issued the advisory last evening, citing national security concern in the wake of the recent Pahalgam terror attack. The applies to all Pakistani content, whether available through subscription-based services or free platforms. Union Defense Ministry has urged all media, digital platforms and individuals to avoid live or real-time reporting of defense operation and troops movement, citing past incidents like the Kargil War and 26th by 11th. The ministry warns that revealing sensitive details could harm operations and endanger lives. Only officials' briefings are allowed during anti-terror actions under cable television's network amendment rule. The government's call for responsible, sensitive reporting in the national interests. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee (MPCC) today held a Tiranga Yatra in Imphal to express solidarity with India's armed forces amid Operation Sindoor following the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack. The 4-kilometer march starting and ending at Congress Bhavan was led by senior leaders including Okram Ibobi, Gai Khangam, Kashamd Megachandra and Thokchomd Mainya. Ibobi told media that the event was directed by the AICC to show unity and condemned terrorism, stressing the party's commitment to national security and resilience.
Terrorist technology, Matwai Tadopong, Yauriba, Indian forces singche, Mashida, Tona Hapa, encouraged over solidarity with Adamashigi land here, Kanagumba, any particular country against the Tawati. Kanagumba, particular community against the Tawa. Purely any Amadalation terrorist Hibase, India government, particularly a Congress party, a tolerate any type of terrorist, either Islamic terrorist, Hindu terrorist, or any Christian terrorist. Terrorist Hiba in human way, Mashigi against the Congress party, the Batam
Thoubal District Congress Committee DCC under MPCC also held a Tiranga Yatra to show solidarity with the Indian armed forces amid current India-Pakistan tensions. The march ranged from the DCC office to Arong Thong and back. Leaders from Vishnupur, Imphal West, Sawombung, Kakching, Imphal East, Sadar Hills and City DCCs also joined to express collective support for the armed forces. Speaking on the occasion, DCC Thoubal President and Lukhoi stated that the rally was organized to express collective support and encouragement for the Indian armed forces amidst the current tension and challenging situation between India and Pakistan.
Tiranga rally में से भी अर्थ दी भारत पाकिस्तान नम सो भारत अनि खनरी उनखनरी बसिदा कोई की भारत की लैंग्वेजिंग दा पी बयाबा आगे ब्लेसिंग दो पी ने बगिदमा ऐसे प्रोग्राम से तोंगे.
Governor J. Kumar Bhalla chaired a meeting today with officials of the Municipal Administration, Housing and Urban Development Mahud at Raj Bhavan Imphal. Principal Secretary R.K. Dinesh and Director N.G. Uttam presented details of the Clean Imphal City campaign, focusing on municipal waste management, solid waste collection, transportation and disposal. They outlined current challenges and proposed solutions, including remediations of waste-to-energy project, renovations of Lamding solid waste management plant and plans for a new processing plant in Imphal East. The governor appreciated the team's comprehensive roadmap for creating a cleaner, more sustainable Imphal. A joint meeting of State Advisory Committee, State Appropriate Authority and State PCP and DT SELD Manipur was held at the Family Welfare Services Office, chaired by Director Dr. N. Hemanta Kumar. Speaking at the meeting, Dr. Hemanta Kumar stressed the importance of providing sufficient ultrasound machines with trained ethical operators, as they are vital tools in modern medicine but can also be misused for sex-selective abortions. During the meeting, State Nodal Officer, PC and P&DT, Dr. Sujata Huidrom, presented reports on the awareness programs, workshops and inspection visits to ultrasound clinics across several districts to ensure compliance with the preconceptions and prenatal diagnostic techniques Prohibition of Sex Determination Ag Wild Joint Director IPR Tensubam Sangeeta highlighted the department's efforts to spread awareness through media and social media on issues related to the egg and gender discrimination. Professor Dr. Hantim Santa has been appointed Executive Director of AIIMS Bibinagar, Telangana, while continuing as Executive Director of AIIMS Mangalagiri, Andhra Pradesh, becoming the first person from Northeast India to hold such dual leadership. A renowned specialist in obstetrics and gynecology, Dr. Santa previously led RIMS Imphal and NIGRIMS Shillong, earning wide respect for advancing medical education and healthcare services. His leadership is expected to boost the growth of AIIMS Bibinagar, aligning with national health goals. Trained Nurses Association of India (TNAI) and the Student Nurses Association of India (SNAI) jointly organized International Nurses Week 2025 celebration at RIMS Jubilee Hall, Imphal today. Speaking as chief guest, Manipur Health Services Director Dr. Chambo Gonmei highlighted the crucial role nurses, doctors and paramedics played in strengthening healthcare. He stressed that nurses deserved respect, recognition and support for their tireless contributions to patient care and public health.
The nurses and the doctors and paramedics, they are the backbone of this healthcare. In this modern world, we have so many professionals, exceptional professionals, very scientifically they have proved to treat the patients, to take care of the people, and we have very high-tech kind of hospitals, health centers, and we are trying to improve now and then. And Manipur, our state, is no lesser than any other states in India. We are moving forward. Even in a remote health center where there is no doctor, the nurses who are posted there, they act as a doctor, treat the patient.
Thoubal DCA Suvas inaugurates a newly built patient public Portico at the Thoubal District Hospital and handed it over to the public today. The Portico was constructed under MP LADS of Lok Sabha Outer Manipur MP Alfred Khangam as author. Dr. DC Subhash said that the OPD block of the hospital, due to its small capacity, cannot house many people, and public had to wait outside in the sun or other unfavorable weather condition. He remarked that the new portico will now provide shade to people visiting the hospital. He also revealed that the project was sanctioned following a proposal under MP LADS for the convenience of the public. Extra Marks, India's leading distilled learning platform, has officially launched its Schools Integrated Program (SIP) in Manipur to provide quality education using advanced technology. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, Extra Mark Manipur Program's manager Aribam Chittaranjan announced that SIP will help students prepared for JEE and NEET exam and is already active at active schools Nauremthong, Samusang. The program will soon expand to more schools across the state, aiming to bring technology-driven learning to Manipur's students.
Paidagi maruoiba pandamdi Manipurgi chingdagi oigera tamdagi oigera manungdagi oigera lairiba satra punamakta chap manaba khudongchaba se phangnabagi damakta akoina program asi Manipurda pusanjarakpani akoina hojik ni ji coaching hayo matamda afaba coaching center je akoi kitang haidokpada lairiba satra amasung paisa nungsa khudongchadaba imung manungsingna di moi khudongchadaba mayam mayok nai tamnaba hotnabada moi manglan lairagasu adu masigi manglan asi hojik koknabagi damakta akoina khudongchaba je pusanjarakpani.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on the Cardinal Robert Prevost of United States being elected the first American pontiff in 2,000 years history of Catholic Church. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
National Forensic Sciences University Manipur campus da Professional Diploma in Cybercrime Investigation, Cyber Security amasung Crime Scene Management ge admission haujare. Akupa marol gidamak 9233591616 da contact you.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin and moving on with our bulletin. In a historic moment, Cardinal Robert Prevost of the United States has been elected the first American pontiff in 2,000 years history of the Catholic Church, taking the name of Pope Leo XVI. Emerging onto the roofed balcony of St. Peter's Basilica on Thursday, Pope Leo gave his first public blessing, warmly telling the faithful, "Peace be with all of you." He called for peace, disarmament and unity, saying evil will not prevail. We are in the hands of God. He expressed gratitude, adding, "Thanks you, Pope Francis." The announcement came after white smoke rose from the Sistine Chapel chimney on the second day of the conclave, signaling that at least 89 of the 133 voting cardinals had chosen a successor. The bells of the Basilica rang and thousands of St. Peter's squares erupted in cheers. Pope Leo XVI was born in the United States but spent most of his career ministering in Peru, while he led the Archdiocese of Chiclayo and later the Vatican's Office of Bishops. Known for his humility and closeness to ordinary priests, he shared Pope Francis' passion for addressing poverty and inequality, particularly in Latin America. World leaders have welcomed his election with hope and excitement. Para Fruit Products Private Limited Chairman cum Managing Director Kwarakpam Sanayaima assured to extend regular supply of Shiroi packaged drinking water to Langol Old Age Home. Kwarakpam Sanayaima made the commitment during a handing over program of the packaged drinking water held today at the Old Age Home. He furthermore pointed out that Para Fruit Product Private Limited have been providing packaged drinking water to the affected people since the COVID-19 pandemic and also to the crisis-affected peoples and people living in relief camps.
Megi tari omdagi crisis asi lakpadagi ju relief camp singda sigumba ising asi koi donate tobigi program je dum chathaje kanna crisis thongna matam haibadi trong lawbi hogjoi khai sigumba jaga da sui koina ising je koi gari load taru 2 times thai sugunu heroda yam kana mu crisis si thorpadi problem thorpadi koi 2 times amuksu gari load manga tuk thai matam gi awana ta thorokpa koi epidemic thorokpa sigumba matam dai koina sigi mayam da koi je chalaga donate tobigi program si dum chathajarum like pani adu ngasi ju hariba program du makha chathar koina mafam ji leibe inmate singi da mukta oina ising ji forever aini live ni hingi ma kai koini siroi ni hingi ma kai koi moi thang ising je 24 hour koi supply to lerane.
Wings of Hope Charitable Trust and Urban Health and Wellness Center jointly organized a general health checkup camp at Sana Janmastan Club, Moirang Ningtho, Leidak, Kaishamtong today. During the camp, the health services were provided to 35 households supported by the trust and 58 children, including necessary medicines and follow-up care. Retired Chief Conservator of Forest, Government of Manipur T.H. Mahendra Pratap, who is now the president of Sana Janmastan Club and Wings of Hope Charitable Trust President, retired Lieutenant Colonel Manongba, were present at the camp. Pioneers Unified Club Thobal extends financial assistance to Thokchom Rohit Mete of Thobal Kuno, who was hospitalized at RIMS due to an electric shock injury. The help was provided under the club's Tengbang scheme and the support amount was handed over to Rohit's family. Training program for school teachers of Thobal district on disaster response procedures in events of natural disaster was held today. The training program held at DC Complex Election Counting Hall was conducted by District Program Officer Samagra Siksha Thobal and ZEO Thobal. Resource person of the program, namely Indian Red Cross Society, Imphal West Secretary Dr. Bankim Chandra Thokchom, gave presentation on the basic first aid and safety measures. Senior Senior Instructor P.H. Hemolata of Life-Saving Techniques in Emergencies and Dr. Mayang Langbam Chandrakumar of Thoubal District Hospital on Mental Wellness. Moreover, SDRF experts gave demonstration on the fire response procedures. A community event was held at Lamboi Kongnang Kong Lekai, organized by Lamboi Kongnang Kong Senior Citizens Forum under the theme Let's Plant Trees, Let's Save Our Earth today. Joint Director of Environment and Climate Change Netha Rambam, the former Chairman Chong Tham Sur and the Poknafam Delhi Editor Adibam Robindro graced the event. Speakers emphasized the environmental challenges faced in the areas and highlighted the need for replanting trees in places where they were once abundant, aiming to restore and protect the local environment. Waikong forest staff detected and successfully recovered several bird traps set by poachers in the Arongkuno areas of Phumlinpat Lake today. Acting on the information provided by Joint Coordination Committee on the Wildlife and Biodiversity JCCWB Manipur of poachers trapping birds, forest staff went into the areas where they detected 7 nets set by poachers and also rescued several trapped birds. The recovered nets have been handed over to Kukching Rainforest Office for disposal. One-day awareness on the formation of Village Forest Fire Committee was held at Jiribam Forest Division Office, Uchathold, Jiribam District today. Members and representatives of local clubs, NGOs and volunteers of the Friendly Environmental Warriors attended the program. Jiribam Forest Division DFO Ilangbam Nirmala emphasized that today's program aims to spread awareness on the mobilizations of people in events of forest fire. She emphasized that Village Forest Fire Committee are crucial for prompt response in events of forest fire, which can occur anytime. Jiribam Fire Service also carried out demonstrations on measures to be taken during forest fire.
Committee की मकादा Village Forest Fire Committee तारा मंगा सुझा दे तो गंगा की कहीं और कोई जिरीबाम डिस्ट्रिक्ट का पुन्या Village Forest Fire Committee के निकल रहे हैं इसी कमिटी द यावी की बमी ना गए जो कोई ना रिक्वेस्ट कर गए थे और कोई की फील्ड स्टाफ से यांसेंग ना है द कोई की सेंक्शन स्ट्रेन दी 78 महीना ने जिरीबाम फॉरेस्ट डिवीजन द लाइक कोई बस स्टाफ की बस नहीं अदुबु लाइक बस स्टाफ की only 14 नंबर 14 दुदा अमुकु only तारा खतंगले फील्ड स्टाफ का नहीं जाता है कि मिनिस्ट्रियल स्टाफ का ग्रेड 4 गुंबा अदुगुंबा स्टाफ होई बनी ना चावरोबा अराउंड 600 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर की जिरीबाम डिस्ट्रिक्ट से कंट्रोल तो बजन ले सो बजे वाई.
An awareness campaign on child marriage and part of the Bal Vivaha Mukta Bharat campaign was held at None District today. None District Administration and None District Child Protection Unit jointly organized the event along with one-stop center. Resource person educated the students on the harmful effect of child marriage. Assam Rifle Public School Mantrapuki marked National Technology Day by hosting a science exhibition team, empowering a sustainable tomorrow through innovation today. 150 students from classes 3 to classes 12 showcased creative models on topics like environmental science, energy and earth science. Judges Lieutenant Colonel Benish IGAR South and Lieutenant Colonel Apri Abraham for Assam Rifle along with Principal Dr. Alka Jain and teachers praised the students' innovation. The event celebrated India's scientific achievements and inspired students to embrace technology for a better future. Hanan Khame has taken charge as Deputy Commissioner Thoubal District today. Outgoing DC A. Subhash handed over the charge of office to Hanan Khame at a program held at Thoubal Deputy Commissioner Conference Hall. ADM B. Lokeshwar Sharma, Chief Executive Officer P. Vavananda Sharma, SDO Thoubal and Lilong and other district level officers were present at the occasion. Under the banner of Millennium Forest Manipur, a new Manipuri music video titled Palem has been released. Directed by filmmaker Kwairakpam Vishwamitra and produced by Huidrom Ikachand. The release event was held at Ikachand's residence in Basikong, Kongba Irong, Imphal East. The music video featured Huidrom Gunabati as the singer. Press note from the CROSM notified to all concerned heads of institutions that original certificates of higher secondary examination 2022, including improvement examination, will be issued from May 12th. The certificates may be collected from the office during office hour by the concerned head of the institution or a duly authorized person of the institution. The person collecting the certificate must produce both their service ID card and Aadhaar card. Now, the news from the world of sports. All-Star Kiamge become winners of the first YMC Trophy 6A side Village Open Football Tournament 2025. The tournament, organized by Youth Modern Club YMC Sanjanbam, begins on April 9 with 30 teams taking part. In the final match, All-Star Kiamge defeated Sanjanbam Football Club 3-2. Former MLAs of Wangway Assembly Constituency Oinam Lukhoi, Naval Assembly Constituency MLA Thongnaugjam Basanta Kumar and SDO BDO Naval Tongbram Shyamkumar graced the closing ceremony of the tournament, presented Rs 50,000 cash awards along with trophy to winner All-Star Kiamge and Rs 30,000 cash awards and trophy to runners of Sanjanbam Football Club. Pre-quarter final of the ongoing third MNC Under-19 Men's One-Day Cricket Trophy were played at different venues today. At the Kudaiband Ground, Tauthong ESU Palace Compound defeated Blue Hawk Kwai Lamlong by 5 wickets. H. Nauba won man of the match for picking up 3 wickets and making 18 runs. At Larenjam Public Ground, PTCC Patsoi Patri defeated Model Club Chingamaka by 78 runs. Dhirendra Kumar Naurem, the back man of the match for his 29 runs and 2 wickets. At Public Ground, Khangabok PCC Meai Koibi defeated Cyclone Thangmaiban by 91 runs. Lucky Thokchom won man of the match title for his 61 runs and 2 wickets. At Moijing Public Ground, Thobald RCA Lilong beat Sedo Thangmaiban by 313 runs. Nesh Hushand won man of the match title for picking up 4 wickets and 147 runs. 4 quarter-final matches will be played tomorrow. Board matches of the second Premier Football League played today ended in draw. In the first league match of the day played at Lamlong Hong Kong Artificial Turf Ground, Uplift Development Organization Haingang and Anoba Imagi Mangal Khabam were both unable to secure a single goal and the match ended in draw. The second league match of the day played between Athletic Brothers Association Khetrigao and Angtha Football Club also ended in draw, with both teams securing 1 goal each. In the tournament being held under the sponsorship of Sheikh Babu Macha Memorial Trust, Sagolband United and the DM Rao Awang Sikmai will clash tomorrow morning Lamlong Hong Kong Artificial Turf Ground, followed by the afternoon match between Classic Football Academy Chingmairong and FCR None. Board of Control of Cricket in India, BCCI, has clarified that the Indian Premier League IPL 2025 is suspended for just 1 week due to rising India-Pakistan tension. After talks with franchise broadcasters and supports, the board decided it was best to act cautiously. The BCCI expressed solidarity with the armed forces and thanked partners like Geostars and Tata for their support, promising updates on the revised schedule soon. It may be mentioned that the 9th Tata IPL 2025 T20 Cricket League with 10 teams kicked off on March 22nd and was earlier scheduled to run until May 25. South Asian Football Federation SAFF U19 Football Championship 2025 will kick off tomorrow at the Golden Jubilee Stadium, Upia in Arunachal Pradesh, Papomdpara district. 6 countries, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, India, Sri Lanka and Nepal will compete in the tournament. In the opening match, India will face Sri Lanka at 7:30 p.m. The championship will continue until May 18. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Amid rising India-Pakistan tension, Ministry of Home Affairs directs all states and union territories to empower local authorities under Section 11 of the Civil Defence Rule 1968 for emergency preparedness. Central government empowered Chief of Army Staff to call out every officer and personnel of Territorial Army to provide for essential guard or for supporting and supplementing the regular army. Indian Army intercepts most of Pakistan's incoming missiles targeting northern and western India sectors with drones and missiles last evening, with air defense systems preventing major damage. Congress Party holds Tiranga Yatra in Manipur to express solidarity with India's armed forces amid Operation Sindoor following the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack. Professor Dr. Ahanthem Santa became the first from Northeast to hold dual leadership as Executive Director AIMS Bibinagar, Telangana, while continuing as Executive Director AIMS Mangalagiri, Andhra Pradesh. And Cardinal Robert Prevost became first American pontiff in 2000-year history of Catholic Church, taking the name Pope Leo XIV. New Pope calls for peace, disarmament, and unity. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.